Welcome back to the channel, car enthusiasts. Today we're going back in time to explore one of the most beautiful, legendary, and iconic JDM cars ever built, the Datsun 240Z. Now, this isn't just a story about a classic Japanese coupe. This is about taking the 240Z, a car born in the early 1970s, and reimagining it as a modern drift and modified build. From its heritage as a sports car that shocked the world to its endless aftermarket support today, the Datsun 240Z proves that even 50 years later, it's still one of the best canvases for performance builds. So, let's dive into the ultimate drift-ready Datsun 240Z build. History and legacy. The Datsun 240Z, also known as the Nissan Fairlady Z in Japan, first rolled off the production line in 1969. At the time, Japanese cars weren't seen as true sports cars on the international market. That all changed with the 240Z. Why? Because the 240Z offered sleek European-inspired design, a lightweight body, a straight-six engine with real performance, and most importantly, affordability. It was marketed as a sports car that the average enthusiast could actually afford, unlike Ferraris or Porsches. The 240Z became a global hit, especially in the US market, where it introduced millions of drivers to the JDM sports car scene. It wasn't just stylish, it was quick, reliable, and tunable. Over time, the 240Z became a symbol of Japanese innovation and has since been cemented as one of the most important cars in automotive history. Stock performance. Out of the factory, the 240Z came with the L24 2.4-liter inline-six engine, producing around 150 horsepower. That might not sound like much today, but in the early 70s, this was more than enough to make it competitive against European sports cars of the era. The car's biggest advantage wasn't just horsepower, it was weight. At just over 2,300 pounds, the 240Z was incredibly light, making it agile, fun to drive, and responsive. This combination of lightweight design and tunable performance laid the foundation for what makes it such an incredible drift and modification platform today. Drift potential. So, can the Datsun 240Z actually drift? The answer is a resounding yes. The car has all the essentials. Rear-wheel drive check mark. Lightweight chassis check mark. Long hood, short rear design for balance check mark. Aftermarket support for engine swaps, suspension, and angle kits check mark. While it wasn't designed for drifting back in the 70s, the 240Z has been adopted by the modern drift community as a retro JDM weapon. Its ability to combine classic looks with sideways performance makes it one of the coolest drift builds you'll ever see. Engine options and upgrades. Now let's talk about the heart of the beast, the engine. The stock L24 motor is a solid platform, but for drifting, most enthusiasts go for something more powerful and reliable. Here are some of the best setups. 1. Turbocharging the L-Series engine. Old school, authentic, keeps the original motor. With a turbo setup, these engines can push over 300 horsepower. Perfect for purists who want to stay true to the 240Z heritage. 2. RB swapped Skyline power. RB25DET or RB26DETT from the Nissan Skyline. Legendary JDM inline-six power with 400,600 horsepower potential. Keeps it in the Nissan family. 3. 2JZ swap Toyota power. The famous Toyota inline-six. Incredibly strong and reliable. A 2JZ powered 240Z is a drift monster. 4. LS swap American muscle. Lightweight, reliable, endless aftermarket parts. Affordable compared to JDM swaps. An LS-powered 240Z combines torque and simplicity. 5. State Route 20 Det swap. Lightweight, high revving, turbocharged 4-cylinder. Keeps the car balanced and nimble. Affordable and perfect for grassroots drifting. With power levels ranging anywhere from 300 to 700 horsepower, the 240Z can be tuned for anything from grassroots drift events to full-blown competition. Suspension and handling. A drift build lives or dies by its suspension setup. Luckily, the 240Z chassis is easy to upgrade. Key upgrades include coilovers, adjustable ride height, damping, and stiffness. Angle kits essential for holding long drifts. Sway bars and bushings reduce body roll and tighten response. Limited slip differential (LSD) ensures both rear wheels get equal power for smooth slides. Because the car is so light, even modest suspension upgrades make it incredibly agile. With the right setup, the 240Z feels like a retro version of a modern drift car. Exterior styling. Now let's talk about looks, because let's face it, drift cars are about style as much as performance. The Datsun 240Z is one of the most beautiful JDM cars ever designed, but enthusiasts love pushing it further. Wide body kits bolt on fender flares to fit wider wheels and tires. Front splitters and rear wings improve stability and give it a track-ready look. Retro JDM liveries, think classic Japanese racing stripes or modern drift-inspired graphics. Stance mods, aggressive camber, deep dish wheels, and a lowered ride height for maximum presence. The combination of classic design and modern drift styling makes the 240Z one of the most stunning builds on any track. Interior modifications. Inside, a drift-focused 240Z build strips away comfort and adds control. Bucket seats and harnesses keep the driver locked in. Hydraulic handbrake for initiating drifts with precision. Roll cage safety first, plus chassis rigidity. Aftermarket gauges monitor boost, oil pressure, and temps. Lightweight dash reduce unnecessary weight and clutter. The result is a cockpit that feels more like a race car than a classic cruiser. Culture and legacy. The 240Z isn't just another JDM car, it's a cultural icon. It opened the doors for the Skyline, Supra, RX-7, and 300ZX to make their mark internationally. It proved that Japan could build sports cars just as good as, if not better than, European icons. Today, the 240Z is loved by collectors, tuners, drifters, and racers alike. Whether it's kept stock for classic car shows, restored as a vintage racer, or turned into a wide-body drift monster, the 240Z always turns heads. And with modern drift culture embracing retro builds, the 240Z fits right in as the perfect blend of heritage and performance. Conclusion. And there you have it, the Datsun 240Z drift and modified build. From its humble beginnings as an affordable sports car to its place today as a dream drift platform, the 240Z proves that true legends never die, they only get better with age. Would you keep your 240Z stock, restore it to its original glory, or go all in with a turbo swap, wide body, and drift setup? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what kind of build you'd create. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into legendary drift builds. Until then, keep building, keep drifting, and keep the spirit of JDM alive.